The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah, Allah fi ashabi. Fear Allah in the matter of my Sahaba. لا تتخذوهم عرضا. Don't take them in a matter of disagreeing among you or arguing among you or criticizing them or saying, this Sahabi made a mistake, this Sahabi said this Sahabi said that. Be careful of when you speak of them. من بعد, after I'm gone. فَمَنْ أَحَبَّهُمْ فَبِحُبِّي أَحَبَّهُمْ. Whoever loved them, then he loved them out of my love. وَمَنْ أَبْغَضَهُمْ فَبِبُغْضِي أَبْغَضَهُمْ. And whoever hated them, criticized them, then out of my hatred, out of my criticism, he criticized them. He was criticizing me. What is the product of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? His product is the human beings that he generated. These characters that he produced. What is the product of the Quran? The product of the Quran is these Sahaba. These role models that in the beginning of Surah Baqarah, the Munafiqun are being told, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا كَمَا آمَنَ النَّاسِ. Why don't you believe like these people believe? Look at their iman. Believe like them, because these were what the Quran had produced. And this is why I wanted to share this ayah with you. But I want to finish the hadith. This is on Tirmidhi, and this is related by Abdullah bin al-Maghfir. The Prophet ﷺ said, وَمَنْ آذَاهُمْ فَقَدْ آذَانِي. The one who hurt them, then he has hurt me. وَمَنْ آذَانِي فَقَدْ أَذَى اللَّهِ. The one who has hurt me, he has attempted to hurt Allah. وَمَنْ أَذَى اللَّهِ فَيُوشَكُ أَنْ يَأْخُذَهُ. And whoever attempts to hurt Allah, I fear that he will be seized by Allah. Allah will seize him into the punishment. This is the honor the Prophet ﷺ gave to the Sahaba. Now this is the hadith. Now listen to the ayah. وَالَّذِينَ مَعَهُ. And those who are with him. Who are they? They're the Sahaba, mentioned in the Quran. أَشِدَّاءُ عَلَى الْكُفَّارُ رُحَمَاء بَيْنَهُم. They are intense against the kuffar. They are excessively merciful among themselves. You find the tafsir of this in Surah Ma'idah. Al-Quran يُفَسِّرُ بَعْدَهُ بَعْدَ. Quran explains one part of it with another part. So there Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَذِلَّةٍ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ أَعِزَّةٍ عَلى الْكَافِرِينَ. They are adillah. Adillah in the Quran is used in negative terminology and positive terminology. Negatively speaking, it refers to humiliated. No self-esteem. And adillah positively means so soft that you forget your own ego for the sake of the one you're engaged with. And this is the meaning here in Surah Ma'idah. That they are so humble, so soft towards the believers. You want to take role models of what Allah describes about those who are with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The first characteristic. They are intense against the kuffar. They are excessively merciful among themselves. And the meaning of excessively merciful is أَذِلَّةٍ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Extremely humble. Somebody's arguing with you, smile. Somebody's criticizing you, thank him. Maybe he did you a favor. Somebody spoke behind your back, ask Allah to forgive him instead of approaching him and say, you talk behind my back, man? No, don't even go to him. Go to Allah and ask him to forgive. Ask Allah to forgive that person. Make dua for the people who have hurt you, not in their presence, in their absence, on your own. This is, you've forgot yourself. أَذِلَّةٍ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ أَعِزَّةٍ عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ. They are strong. They are uncompromising. They seem to show no fluctuation when it comes to the kafirin. Here I want to pause for a moment because I need to clarify what kafirin means. Because I know there's going to be a question. So does that mean we have to be like, when I sit next to my class, I go, Rrr. My classmate? And the Muslim brother, you know. No, it's not like that. Al-kafir in the Quran is a very important term to understand. First of all, terms in the Quran are not universal. Meaning one term can mean different things in different places in the Quran depending on the context. Okay? Kafir in the Quran also means farmer. In an analogy, kafir means one who buries, literally, kafir is the one who buries the seed, the light of Iman. But kafir in Arabic terminology refers to a farmer, and that's been used in the Quran also. But here, kafirin, and in Surah Baqarah, just to explain this matter to you, usually you find disbeliever. And in English, when you think disbeliever, you think someone who doesn't believe in Islam. So it must be everybody else who's not a Muslim is, by definition, a kafir. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and you probably know this ayah, beginning of Surah Baqarah, سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْهِمْ أَأَنذَرْتَهُمْ أَمْ لَمْ تُنذِرْهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. It's the same upon them. If you warn them or you don't warn them, they're not going to believe. If that's the case, then is there any point to give da'wah to anybody? If the Prophet is being told, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even if you warn them or you don't warn them, they're not going to believe. And if kafir refers to everybody, then why is the Prophet calling to anybody? Because Allah said they're not going to believe. It doesn't matter if you call them or not. So kafir is not the rest of mankind who doesn't believe in Islam. Kafir is specifically, by virtue of, this is a detailed study in and of itself, but make it on your own inshallah, those upon whom the case of Islam had been established. They knew that this is in fact the word of Allah. They had no other place to go. Like Allah Himself says, فَأَنَّا يُؤْفَكُونَ كَهَا جَا رَهے ہو? Where are you going? Where do you have left to go? You've got nowhere to go. أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ Why don't you think now? These are the people who, after having no more excuses to go anywhere else, still out of their arrogance reject. Still out of their pride or out of their desires or out of their laziness, whatever it may be, they reject. These are the kafirun. And the only other category of kafirun that is definitive is the one who picks up a sword against a Muslim. If somebody picks up a sword against a Muslim, picks up arms against a Muslim, whether he was given da'wah or not, he becomes automatically under the category of kafirun. So we must be stern towards them. Somebody's running with you with a gun and you say, no, we have to give him da'wah, we have to be soft. No. Not then. And you got to be a'izzatin 'ala al-kafirin. You follow?